Hello and welcome to the build-up from RamsTV. A busy week for Derby County continues tonight. The first of two long road trips for the Rams sees them head down to South Wales to face Swansea City. Derby looking to bounce back from a dramatic defeat to Watford on Saturday, but they'll be doing it without top scorer Carlton Morris, who limped off at the weekend. Still no update on his condition, though it's understood it's not an ACL injury. I'm sure we'll get an update from Derby boss John Eustace after tonight's game. Well, that defeat to Watford saw the Rams slip to 12th in the Championship, though they're still just 2 points off the playoffs. It's incredibly tight in the top half, with the exception of leaders Coventry, who are already 7 points clear at the summit. We'll talk more about tonight's opponent Swansea later, but they're just 4 points clear of the relegation zone after a sluggish start to the season. And now Sheffield United look like they figured things out. There'll be plenty of very nervous teams just above the relegation zone. And more on Swansea in a moment. No Carlton Morris for Derby tonight then, but there has been a star at the other end of the pitch for Derby so far this season. Jacob Widell Zetterström has been in outstanding form for the Rams. He's given us his assessment of Saturday's defeat to Watford.
I think when you're 1-0 up at half-time, then you go out and, well, score rather straight away. Then sometimes I think it's easier to get comfortable, and despite actually performing so well, I think that's sort of what we got, and that's, I mean, in a league like this against any opposition really, you can't switch off, and I think that's sort of what we did. We conceded from that, and then it was all of a sudden it was a game again, and that's when you have to take control again. I think we did quite well. They didn't really threaten us, and then all of a sudden they get a penalty, and well, and then they score straight after that as well. So. Yeah, bit of a shock for everyone. Maybe a good wake-up call as well. I mean, 5 wins in a row. That's brilliant, but you can never get comfortable in this league. Obviously, we would want the win, or at least the point. But maybe this was, in a weird way, good for us to actually learn from this and realise that you can't take wins in this league for granted.
Well, let's park that for now, because there's a couple of things I want to talk about you, because there's been lots to celebrate for you just recently. Firstly, the Championship Player of the Month for October nomination a few weeks ago. Nice surprise for you?
Yeah, it was. Very happy with that. I mean, there's so much talent in this league, and to be recognised for a month as one of 4 was huge. So I was very, very pleased with that. Obviously, I mean, I've been in good form, and that really helped me perform the way I did. So I want to say that it's a team effort instead.
Yeah, and then you make your first competitive start for Sweden over the international break. How big a moment in your career, in your life, is that for you?
Well, it's up there among the best ones, and maybe most emotional ones as well. It was very, very special to stand there and sing the national anthem, see friends, family there.
Yeah, did you have a lot of people there?
Yeah, I did. I did have. So that was just a huge moment, and to share it with my mum, my siblings, my girlfriend, and everyone else who was there, and everyone who looked at the tally. That was it was huge.
How much notice do you get? When did you find out you were going to start the game?
The day before, really. So I sort of got hints during the week that, well, they were happy with what I'd done in the training sessions, and since we didn't really have that much to play for, with playoffs being well, already there for us, it was I think a good moment for Graham to just sort of see new players as well, and so I had a small feeling that I might get to start.
That's Derby goalkeeper Jakob Widell Zetterström ahead of the Rams' trip to Swansea tonight. The home side will have a new head coach Vitor Matos in the dugout following his appointment just yesterday. Swansea made a change just 15 matches in, sacking Alan Sheehan, with the club 18th in the table. They've turned to 37-year-old coach Matos, who only has 12 games on his CV, but is impressed in the second division in Portugal. He was also part of Jurgen Klopp's staff at Liverpool. Matos was in the stands on Saturday to see his new side comprehensively beaten by Bristol City. They've lost their last 3 games, last one in the Championship exactly a month ago, but have an excellent record against Derby. Swansea are on a 3-game winning streak against the Rams. The Rams, who are still one of the Championship's form teams, that despite Saturday's 3-2 defeat at home to Watford. John Eustace gave us his assessment of that one.
Yeah, of course, I'm really disappointed to lose the game. I thought we were in control of the game up until they scored, and you know, knocked the wind out of our sails a little bit. We have to be better in them moments. You know, their first goal, we switch off at the back from a decent cross, but we should be better. And then we've gone to ground. That's second game in a row now that we've given a needless penalty away, which is disappointed. And then you know, we've got to see the game out. Yeah, okay, we take a 2-2, and to concede from a set piece is really disappointing. You know, it's something we've got to look at.
Are you surprised more than anything, because this side have been so solid for so long now? Yeah,
100%. You know, it's not like us, and I think sometimes you're 2-0, and as I say, I think everyone felt relatively in control of the game. So just that lack of concentration wasn't good enough. We tried to make some changes to maybe make a difference as well, and you know, unfortunately, you know, they were putting more attacking players on, more pace and power, and we just couldn't deal with it. So something we've got to look at and learn from, and you know, we've got to be ready now for Monday.
Busy week continues for you. A couple of long trips: Middlesbrough on Saturday, Swansea first on Tuesday night. What are the challenges in particular of a week like this?
Just making sure the squad's ready, fit, available, rested. And you know, 3 game weeks in the Championship are always very difficult. 2 tough away games now, long travel, but you know, we've got a great medical department here and sports science side as well, so they'll make sure they're ready. The boys are ready to go.
There are 2 teams that have gone through changes of manager recently as well. Does that affect how you can prepare for them?
Maybe, but the most important thing is just we prepare for whoever we're playing against, and we look after ourselves. You know, that's what we always do, and you know, we don't worry too much about the opposition. We worry about ourselves, and you know, it's going to be a really difficult game on Tuesday night. They'll all have a point to prove, I'm sure, and you know, it's going to be a really tough ask, but one we'll be ready for.
And you've talked a lot about how you'll need everyone at some stage, and I suppose these are the weeks when you will have to lean on the squad more than ever.
Yeah, during that middle season part of the season, you know, that's where everyone really comes to the party, and you know, the squad will be ready.
There is Derby boss John Eustace. 7 games in the Championship tonight. The headline matchup comes at the Riverside, where the top 2 face off. Coventry will go 10 points clear if they win at Middlesbrough, who have a new boss Kim Hellberg watching from the stands. Southampton-Leicester is the late game. 5 more matches tomorrow, including a West Midlands derby at the Hawthorns. But tonight on RamsTV, we're taking you to South Wales for Swansea City against Derby County. And you can watch this one on RamsTV. We're available everywhere outside the UK, so go to dcfc.co.uk to get your Game Pass now. Just before we go, tributes being paid tonight to a former Derby manager who's passed away today. John 8 games with the Rams back in 1982. His playing days included spells at Birmingham, Leicester and over 300 appearances for Plymouth Argyle. He later became one of Exeter's longest-serving managers before finishing his career at his hometown Hereford United. Our thoughts are with everyone that knew him.